Good morning, Mallards. It is Friday. We have the waiting room later today, but I am starting my morning with free cinnamon rolls. So honestly, what could be better? I'm already having a great day. Megan is here. I feel like I need to acknowledge that. Megan exists. We did go to this show together. Anyway, we just saw the Death Circus, a circus show. Shocking, I know. You did not expect me to say that it was a circus show. But yeah, we just saw the Death Circus at Icebox. It was a circus show that focused on aerial arts, which I'm a huge fan of aerial arts. I'm just fascinated and amazed by them, so I knew I would enjoy it. And it was a fun show. It was it's a show about death, so it being slow kind of makes sense. But it was pretty low energy for a circus show. And I don't know if it's low energy performances necessarily, or if it's the fact that the audience was not a clapping audience. I feel like I went to a circus show in Kansas City and the audience was like, woohoo, we clap at every hold, we clap at every move, we clap at everything. And that just brings a very different energy. This audience was clap at the end of the piece. And that was it, which I can appreciate. The pieces were very, very good. There's this woman, her name I think is Joy, looking at the program. She's incredible. She did a piece on, wow, do I know the names of aerial pieces? No, I don't know. The one that's a hammock. What's that one, Megan?
Hammock.
Is it a hammock? Oh, wow. Look at that.
Depending on.
I knew the name. I didn't know. Anyway.
Hammock, yeah.
She is ridiculously strong. And her movements were so cool and so controlled. And her entire piece was just a beautiful flow that I was so impressed by. And then they sang an original song at the end that I super enjoyed. And it just ended on kind of for a show about death. It ended with a song called We're All Gonna Die. Well, I think technically if I look at the program, the name of the song is Flowers, but the theme of the song is We're All Gonna Die. And it was just a fun way to end, and clearly all of the performers were also having a very good time with that song, and it was kind of just an uplifting end to the Death Circus. So I super enjoyed it. And now we're gonna go get ready for the waiting room, and then I'm gonna see at least one more show. Hello! Wait, come on.
Hello, I'm here. I just have distance. Distance makes interesting blocking.
So we had our second week of waiting room started, and Clark and I shared the waiting room as intern and host, and it was fun. We had an absolutely wild dynamic and we had a great time.
Yeah.
And then we went to see a show called Great Bends, which is about a town called Great Bends, Kansas, set in a not so distant post-apocalyptic future. It was a dinner show. We got fed. We got a 3-course meal. There was an appetizer and an entree and a dessert, which we shared at the same time that the characters in the show shared it. This was under the immersive tag in the program. I don't know that I would agree with that. It's a tough thing for me because it is dinner theater, but I don't consider dinner theater to be necessarily immersive, just by existing with food. And we weren't necessarily part of the story. We weren't guests at dinner. There was a monologue directed to you, but the you was an unborn child. So it was just narration. It wasn't directed at us, unless you have something to tell me about you being an unborn child.
Not at this moment.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe another time.
But I thought that the show was well done. I enjoyed the food.
Me too.
Yeah. And I thought that the story was depressing but interesting. And I liked the way the characters played. And I also thought they did a very good job of kind of, I was gonna say theater in the round, but it's not quite round. Thrust? Would you
There's a
consider that?
name for a tennis court.
Yeah, there we
Tennis
go.
court.
That's why Clark is there, to remember things like this.
For that.
Just for that. But yeah, so I thought that the staging was well done, and I I could understand what was happening and I could see different things. And they made really interesting use of the space we are actually in, like the physical location here at Studio 34. I just wish that for the immersive tag it had been more immersive. But overall, we had a good day.
Yeah. What? Oh. Oh, my hand's wet.
And I will see you tomorrow. You're not gonna blow a kiss.
There, I blew your damn
Thank you.
kiss.